All right. Woohoo! We did it. No heat in the office. No, we have heat in the office. It's just, since I'm a transplant, I transplanted to North Carolina how many years ago? It was 2015, so it was almost 7 years ago. Yeah, so as soon as I transferred from New Jersey to North Carolina, my tolerance to cold, my thyroid, I have issues with my thyroid as well, but my tolerance to cold just went out the window. So it's like 50 degrees here, and I'm bundled up in basically winter clothes for no logical reason other than the fact that I'm a Southerner now. So there's that. So update on Dr. Judy first. She is feeling better. She's getting better every day, so yay for that. Today she was busy because she is picking up Nanny from the hospital and they are going home. For those of you that missed the saga, it was a very scary weekend. Her heart actually stopped multiple times. So they put in a pacemaker, and apparently the technology for pacemakers is so amazing now that they almost guarantee that you will die of something else other than your heart stopping because pacemakers are so good now. So that's exciting. Nanny is recovering well. She had the procedure yesterday, so she's coming home today. She's a little sore, has to take it easy, but she should be good as new. So thank God for Nanny. We couldn't live without her. So thank you all for asking about Nanny. Those are the Nanny and Dr. Judy updates. So today, real quick, I just wanted to point out some new things we have going on. So don't forget, we're doing a holiday webinar with Dr. Katie Woodley, and it is December 15th at 7 p.m. If that time doesn't work for you for whatever reason, if you register using this link, I'm going to paste it in the chat, and on Instagram, I'll put it in the stories later. If you register for the Zoom, even if you can't attend, you will get a free copy of the recording. So make sure you're registered, even if you don't know if you can come, and then it will be sent directly to your email address, and you can watch the recording whenever it works well for you. If you are able to be live, they will be able to see the chat, so you can chat with both Dr. Katie and Dr. Judy, and they might be able to answer some of your specific questions. But some really cool stuff that they're going to talk about. Obviously, the most important thing is how to keep our pets safe and healthy during the holidays. Specifically, they're going to talk about foods. If you're making a big holiday meal, some things that you can share with your pets, some things that are not safe to share with your pets. Also, how to support your pet through the stressful times of the holidays. But the thing that I'm really excited for is they're going to share different recipes, holiday recipes, for different meals and snacks. Like, we'll probably do cookies, I think she was going to do for dog and cat treats. Cats probably would just be a dehydrated meat, but anyway. And Dr. Katie has some essential oil blends too for the holidays that are safe for pets that she's going to share with us. So anyway, it should be some pretty good content and a fun time, so make sure that you do register for that. It's not going to be on Facebook and Instagram. We're using Zoom for this, so you have to register to get the link to join and then to be on the list to get the email recording afterwards. Okay, so I did just really quick, speaking of helping our pets through the holidays, we just got in today from Naturally Pets. It's called the Christmas Selection Box. Sorry, it's upside down on or backwards on Instagram. But these are from Naturally Cats, and these are the dried herb gardens that are super simple. You just basically lay out a clean towel in a nice quiet area for your cat, and you can put 4 to 6 little piles of herbs around the towel, and that way they can self-select which herbs they need the most. This one is actually a bigger pack than the other gardens that we carry, so it's a little bit more expensive. It has 10 herbs instead of, I think the other ones have 6. And she specifically selected these herbs to be able to help our kitties through the stress of the holidays, obviously with people coming in and out of the house and a lot of commotion and noise and presents and trees. I don't know if you saw the post of Dr. Judy's old office. Their new office cat was at the top of the tree playing with the ornaments. And people started sharing all their cats in their Christmas trees, which I thought was funny. So, yeah, this is really helpful, and it's a natural self-selection method of letting them choose what they need the most. So keeping it out, it lasts for about a week, and then you can refresh with herbs. So keeping it out for a week or two through Christmas and New Year's for our kitty cats is a very, very good idea. Okay, so those are available. Oh, I only got 10 of these because I wasn't sure what the demand would be. So I know someone already claimed one, so there should be 9 left. Or did I get 15? Anyway, but there's a limited quantity, and we're not restocking these. So as soon as they're out, they're out. Just as an FYI. But some of the other gardens would definitely work well for the holidays as well. Like the anxiety garden would probably still work too if we run out of these. Okay, so real quick, I wanted to also mention I was concerned about my horse Goliath. He has like a ton of medical problems. It's a small miracle that he's still with us, but he's doing great. And so with the horses, as soon as the weather started getting colder and the grass died off in their pasture, we started supplementing with hay. And I noticed that even though we were giving them as much hay as they wanted, he was still losing a little bit of weight. Not dramatically, but I definitely noticed it. And so I started to get a little paranoid, and I looked into different things that might be the culprit, or different things that might help support his system. He's already on the Symbiota, the colostrum, he's on 2 Chinese herbs, hemp seed oil for some extra fat and omegas. What else is he on? Oh, he's on the Adored Beast Apothecary Gut Soothe. He's on the Echinacea, their immune support formula from Hilton Herbs. So he gets a lot of stuff. But the one thing, after I started digging into it a little bit, is that when we switch our horses from a lush, fresh grass, there's definitely a different nutrition profile than when that grass gets cut and dried and turned into hay. So specifically, one of the vitamins that can degrade in hay very significantly compared to fresh grass is vitamin E. Now, vitamin E is important for our dogs, cats, and our horses. It is a fat-soluble vitamin, similar to vitamin D, so you can overdo fat-soluble vitamins versus a water-soluble vitamin like vitamin C. If you give excess, it can be excreted in waste, versus these fat-soluble vitamins you can actually over supplement, so we always recommend getting a test to make sure that you're staying in appropriate range. But anyway, so vitamin E is a fat-soluble vitamin. It's primarily found it's only found in plants. Primarily, I think of it as like the leafy greens. So for our horses, it's in the grasses and things that they eat. For our dogs and cats, if they eat any like kale, collards, dandelion greens, spinach. Vitamin E is also present in seeds like chia, flax, and hemp seeds, and some whole grains. And it's mostly an antioxidant, but it has tons of benefits. It's great for eye and skin health. It benefits heart and joints, and a deficiency can lead to some issues. I think the main one is probably the muscle degeneration, but it can also impact some basically neuromuscular function. For the dogs, the minimum requirement is 50 IU per kilogram of food. If you've taken Dr. Judy's course, Homemade Food for Dogs, she explains all of this and that when she goes in the vitamin module. And also in the back of the Yin and Yang Nutrition for Dogs, she does talk about, in the Balancing Act chapter, how to balance your homemade meals. And she does mention the importance of vitamin E. So when I was asking her about this for my horse, because all the fresh grass has died, unfortunately, and they're eating solely hay, and I asked her, I said, I'm 99% sure that I need to start adding some vitamin D to help support our horses with the transition from fresh grass to hay. And I showed her this product, which I bought for my own horse. It's from BioStar. It's the same people that make the Symbiota, the colostrum. They have lots of good stuff. The Allerx is theirs too. So they had this Sunny 1000 for horses, and I bought this for my own horse. And after giving it to him for a few days. We went for a trail ride, and he's a draft horse, for those of you that know what those are. He's a very chill, relaxed guy. We just go for a walk. It's like a glorified pony ride. And he was so pesky and frisky. He definitely had a little bit of extra energy. So I don't know if that was a coincidence or it was the vitamin E was the only new thing. But anyway, seemed very palatable. They're eating it totally fine. And I am convinced that it's definitely given them more energy the last week while I've had them on it. So we decided to put this in the store because a lot of places in the U.S., the horses are switching from more fresh grass to hay, and we know that vitamin E is going to degrade from if your horse is used to fresh pasture. There are plenty of horses that aren't even kept on lush pasture, so those horses are probably not getting enough vitamin E unless their grain is fortified with vitamin E. And you can request that your veterinarian test your horse for their vitamin E levels, and that is recommended, so that way you can know how much to supplement. Okay, so that's the one for horses. And so when I was talking to her about this, she was like, oh my gosh, in the back of Yin and Yang, I recommend adding vitamin E, but we've never had a vitamin E option that was on the website. So they make a vitamin E version for dogs, and so we added this to the website. It's through BioStar. And so the Sun E Canine, it's a vitamin E supplement for dogs. Like I said, this is a fat-soluble vitamin. You can overdo it, so make sure that you are following either the Yin and Yang Nutrition for Dogs guideline, or if you make your own food, the minimum requirement is 50 IUs per kilogram of food. So anyway, it kind of varies. Your use of it might vary depending on what type of things you're adding it to, but it is now an option on the website for anybody that needs a vitamin E option. Okay, let me try to answer some questions. These are all the Christmas Garden, and the 2 vitamin E's are on drjudymorgan.com. First grandbaby coming at Christmas. 2 grandkitties have no idea what is coming. Oh yeah, Teresa. And my cat Edward, when we had Sarah and we brought her home, he was so freaked out about a human baby for a solid month. Like, he would not get within the same room of her. He would just stare at her like all freaked out from across the room. He had no idea what to do. So anyway, yeah, it's a big transition when you enter in with babies. Oh, also, one thing I wanted to mention, Brandon, can you hand me the Omegas when you get a second? One thing I wanted to mention real quick is we do recommend Dr. Tobias's supplements. They're primarily for dogs, but he also does have some available in a human version. So when they had their Black Friday sale, I got their calamari oil for dogs because one of our dogs that has a lot of allergy issues, she's allergic to all types of fish. And fish provide a very crucial amount of EPA and DHA, and in a wonderful ratio that is hard to find in non-fish sources. So anyway, they have I think it's called the Feel Good Omega. I think it's the same name for dogs and people. But the dogs loved it. I gave it to the cats. The cats ate it separately, not even in their food. They just licked it up like it was a treat. They all loved it. And it comes in a glass bottle, which is what I love. It's super expensive and fancy feeling. But since I was trying it out for the dogs and I was trying to meet some order minimum for Black Friday, I forget what it was, but I also got their human ones. So it's the Feel Good Age Plus, comes in a glass bottle. I really like these. It's a very nice supplement line, tested mercury free. It is calamari oil, so if you have issues with fish or if you have any animals with fish allergies, very good option. Super high quality, tested. Omegas 3s and 6s support basically everything in the body. They're good for everything. So anyway, these are really cool, and we have an affiliate link where you can get a discount on products on the website. I guess I could post that really quick. Derma 3 is coming in this week. It is on back order, but there was a long story short, when we moved the warehouse from the Raleigh location to this new Zebulon location, and I ordered the Derma 3, I forgot that we had to update on the labels. You have to update your address. So anyway, we had to go back and forth on updating the graphics, and we had to update the label and all these things that I totally did not think about before Black Friday, so that is my fault. I apologize. But I think it should finally be back in stock this week. So, okay. I have a question about using the Adored Beast Liver Tonic along with Dr. Harvey's Kidney Support. Is it okay to use them both together? Yes, it's actually wonderful to use them together. The Liver Tonic, I love that product. It is really great for draining the liver, but also it supports kidney and gallbladder function as well, so you can definitely use those too. Okay, I'm going to real quick post the shopping link for Dr. Tobias if anybody's interested. He also has... I know his probiotic is on back order for the foreseeable future, but they have also a very nice vitamin and mineral supplements that we recommend as well. So where am I? Here we go. Here's the link. You get a discount onto your more products. I got the Feel Good Omega for humans and the Feel Good Omegas for our dogs, and we are all very happy with them. I was impressed. So I did the whole unboxing thing, and it was all nicely wrapped and everything. Would feeding green juju be a sufficient replacement for the PEA? I'm trying to minimize the powders on our mine platter. No, unfortunately no. The PEA is a very specific supplement, so I would definitely not replace your PEA with green juju. They are very nice together, but I would keep the PEA in there if you are using it for something important. Okay, I think that's it for today, but we should be back to normal tomorrow, I think. Someone say a prayer that it'll be back to normal tomorrow, but Nanny should be home and Dr. Judy is back to health, so we should be good to go. And if anybody has any questions, our email is info@drjudymorgan.com. Send us an email, and we will try to help you out. Okay, that's it for me. I am... one more question. Is Adored Beast Gut Soothe good for cats with IBD? Yes, they actually have on their website, I don't have it on ours, is a feline specific Gut Soothe, so you can certainly check that out. You can use just the regular Gut Soothe for cats as well. The serving size is just different. I think you just cut it in half, but I can confirm that pretty quick. Yes, so if you want to use the Gut Soothe, the Adored Beast Apothecary Gut Soothe that's on our website, you would half the recommended dose by weight for a cat. And if you want to use the feline Gut Soothe, they have it I think it's in stock. There were some supply issues over the summer, but they do have a feline specific version of the Gut Soothe if you would like to get that as well. Okay, I think I'm officially done. I'm going to say it 5 more times, but I'm done now. All right, we'll see everyone tomorrow.